Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. The birdies say hi. Birdies say hi. Bye-byes. Come on. They like to tweet when I'm talking. Okay. Birdies. They want to say hi, you guys. Okay, come on. Can you say hi to the YouTube family? Come on. Now they're excited. These are my children. You guys say hi to YouTube family over here. Those are my children. I spoiled them. All right. That's the family. Okay. This video is when finances permit, stock up on 20 basic food items, and then I'm going to discuss the 20 items as we go along. Number one is oatmeal or large bags of cereal. A lot of times I buy bags of cereal when they're very cheap, like at grocery outlet. And sometimes when you need a little meal, you can just have some cereal and milk, so you can get by. And then if you're really broke, these are 25, well, for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. That's a good deal. Let's see. No clean cups. I'll drink out of my measuring cup. Okay, so think about it like if you're going to stockpile, you're stockpiling so that you can survive if you don't have any other food. So if you have oatmeal, you can eat oatmeal cereal, but you can also make oat milk. So if you just cook your oats down and you cook them until the water is milky, you can just add butter or sugar or both. But you can also grind it and use it in flour. You can make cookies, you can make crumbles. Last night I made the chocolate. These are good. No bake chocolate oatmeal cookies. Just regular oatmeal cookies. Here they are. So today I was looking for bags of cocoa. I didn't get any yet. So number one is oatmeal. Number two is powdered milk. Okay, so you're going to have dairy. So you're going to have 2 cups of milk. So that's not that cheap. For 30 cups, it's about $10. They have the $20 bags at Walmart. Okay, bread. Okay, you need bread. Either make your bread, but truthfully, if you can buy your bread very, very cheap, why even make it? Today, I'm going to show you what I bought for the stockpile today, and one of the things I bought was bread, and the place I went was Ralph's. I'm thinking about kind of switching on over to Ralph's because I'm trying to get good deals, but I'm trying to work on the quality of the food now. Okay, so peanut butter and jam. So what I do is I lurk around, and when the peanut butter is on sale, I get it, and then I usually buy jam at Dollar Tree, or I just buy a cheap one. But you know, I make thumbprint cookies out of the jam. But the thing about the thing about the peanut butter is that is a protein source. So if you don't have anything else to eat, and you have some toast and some peanut butter and some tea, and some jam is good in case you don't have that much fruit. Okay, so let's see, what number are we on? 5. Tuna, and then I put mayo. So when I first started YouTube, some guy said, why don't you just go buy a case of tuna and put it under your bread? And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. And then really, today, this is pretty thrifty. I'm trying to eat some fish every day to get nucleic acid, so I had half a tuna sandwich. I made, you know, one can will make 2 substantial sandwiches. And then if you have bread and you have a tuna sandwich, the Roman diet was bread with pine nuts, small fishes, figs, and cheese. All right, tuna and mayo. Tuna casserole. All right, canned or dried fruit. If you buy canned, try to get it in its own juice, but I would start with a big bag of raisins. Figs are very expensive, but if you buy the fig bar cookies, which I discovered after I was shopping around and go, wow, you know, I'm not a big lover of figs. That had to do with the Augustus Caesar diet, but I found that at Walmart you can buy the bags of cookies that are Fig Newton cookies, and they're $2 and something cents. And these days, that's not too much. So you want to stock up enough of maybe some kind of fruit cookies. Okay, so 6 canned or dry fruit, and also remember, if something happened, you have your liquid in your cans to drink. 7 rice, and rice is like oatmeal. You can make rice milk. So you have oatmeal, you have rice, you have bread. You can put gravy. I always thought about gravy, rice and gravy, but a majority of the world puts small pieces of meat and vegetables in the rice. Canned beans. I would say right now, while we can get it, get the canned food, because nothing's going to happen to your stockpile. The ones I choose usually are chili, pork and beans, and refried beans. So canned beans, tortillas. So I bought a big package of tortillas, and they have a long shelf life. And I just learned crispy tacos. Why those are so cheap is it doesn't take too much meat in them. You fold them over, you close them with toothpicks, and you fry them very, very crispy. So they're cheap, and you have your beans and you have your rice. So tortillas, cheese. Okay, if you're low on meat and you have cheese, I like to buy, today I was shopping for sliced cheese, Swiss cheese. Other than cheddar cheese, I like Swiss cheese. Also, you can use milk and cheese in your beans. Macaroni and cheese. So if you have Velveeta cheese, you got macaroni and cheese if you have pasta. Hot dogs. Okay, when I get the good hot dogs on sale, I load up and I pile them in my freezer, because they're very, very cheap. You can use, if you watch out, you can get, you know, good sausages cheap. 2 or 3 of those. I like to eat hot dogs with rice, sugar, and milk. Hot dogs on the side, rice, sugar, and milk. All right, so hot dogs when they're on sale. Potatoes. Mainly think about potatoes is anytime times are, if there's a famine, it's going to hit potatoes. So I buy instant potatoes, but mainly think about how valuable potatoes are to make a big pot of potato soup. You can add peas. You cook your peas with salt, pepper, and sugar, and you blend them in the blender, and you pour them in your potato soup, or cream. You make a chowder of cream corn, or you put a can of oysters or clams in your potato soup. Or like I've been eating a lot of big orders of fries that I got for free at McDonald's. Canned vegetables. Okay, I would load up on canned vegetables and canned fruit. So think about a case and just buy an assorted case. Unless you want to buy a case of each, But if you don't have that much money, start out with maybe 4 or 5 different kinds, a few cans. And so if we get into some situation where the vegetables are coming from other countries that might tariff us, then it's going to cost us more. And then, you know, that's going to leave less money for, you know, for food. Okay, when the consumption is down, the prices go up. So people go, okay, for you, I just won't spend. When everybody starts doing that, the price goes up. So you want to buy low-cost items. Low-cost food like hot dogs. We'll go into other low-cost meats in a minute. And so the thing to do is, if you don't have that much money, what I have always done is a few items here and a few items there. When you get food, then all the food you're buying is the stockpile food. Okay, canned vegetables and fruit. Those are the ones that are, fruit is getting high, but I can still get, you know what's high is sweet potatoes, like $1.69, but they have them $1.25 at Dollar Tree. But Dollar Tree isn't necessarily Dollar Tree anymore. So, you know, the thing to do is load up on a little more of these. So when the consumption is down, the price goes up. Okay? Canned meat. Okay, just think about Spam. I made, one of the best things I made when I was doing the really low-cost meals was scalloped potatoes with ham and Swiss cheese. Vienna sausages, you can eat those in your pork and beans or fry them with eggs. Pork sausages, you can make sausage gravy with biscuits. Chicken can, you can make chicken nuggets, and corned beef. Corned beef hash, bologna, and ham, the small ones. Okay, 16 is bacon. Okay, I put bacon by itself because bacon is so valuable. If you have to eat potato soup and you have some bacon, or you can put bacon and make like green beans with bacon and potatoes, salt, pepper, butter. You can add a little milk if you want. So bacon in your refried beans. You know, bacon burgers, I eat those a lot. Pasta. Okay, a while back I said, if I ever have to eat rice, if I have to, I want decent rice. So I started buying a little bit. The rice for the bags that used to be $5 is $10 for a bag of rice. 17, 18, biscuit mix. So you can make biscuits, pancakes, waffles. 19, spaghetti sauce. So if we're hit with some tariff on tomatoes, that's going to affect tomato spaghetti sauce. So if you have some Mexican food, like some enchiladas once a week, and you have some spaghetti once a week, and macaroni and cheese, and, you know, some cheap chili on fries, stuff like that. Number 20 is top ramen. So I had this most pathetic thing. Some guy had been starving for a long time and he had ramen noodles. I go, oh my goodness. That is not funny. I have actually 21. Crisco, butter, or margarine. If you don't have anything else, you can use Crisco in your bread making. You can use margarine, all the same as like, for years I always used margarine, but now I buy butter. I make my own butter. I buy heavy cream. But let me give you a shot of this in case you're a visual. I'll give you a shot of the whole page, so you can take a screenshot. Maybe you have most of this stuff. Okay, let me show you what I bought today. Okay, so I thought I better stock up on a few vital things. So the first things I bought were at Ralph's corn and green beans. These were 99 cents, and peas. Then I bought mixed vegetables. These were $1.29. If you want to make a good pasta salad, make your pasta. You can put, mixed vegetables. You can put this in like macaroni salad. Make it like potato salad. Just use macaroni and put these in. There's all kinds of things. You can make chicken pies. Then diced tomatoes. You can grind these up and make spaghetti sauce if needs be, God forbid. And then, Ralph's is hard to beat. Diced tomatoes with jalapenos. So you just grind this up and it's a big batch of salsa. So if you're going to be eating some beans and you have salsa, so I'll leave that there for a minute, so you guys can take a look at that. So that is actually a lot of food. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3 is 18 portions. That's pretty good. Okay, so and these are Italian style tomatoes. So the most important thing to stockpile is cans if something happens. Okay, one of the things that is the most likely to spike is grains, and they're warning us. So I bought this. These were a good deal. These are the Kroger noodles. So the Kroger noodles were $2.29, and so they had a deal. 2 packages for $6, and then they have some of the noodles were up over $4. So I would stock up. These have a long shelf life, but look on the back here. There's a creamy smoked salmon and noodles with leeks. Remember last night? I will give you the recipe. Remember last night I made the cheap salmon. You can use tuna in this, I'm sure. You can use any vegetables in this as well. Okay, so thinking about grains. And then I mentioned to you, I bought this. Ralph's has the good bread. Okay, I saw this was $1.14. I thought I'm gonna buy this. And then when I got home, I had the tuna. The way I make the tuna is mayonnaise, mustard on both sides of the bread, and I put the tuna with mayonnaise and relish on the inside. And then, I have another loaf of bread, but if you find them cheap and you get a couple, that's enough for 15 days. And then I saw this on sale for $1.49. Okay, so now let me see here. So this bread was $2.29. So this was the small loaf. This is the pieces of bread were a little messed up. I figured that's why it was on, because it's not. It has a pretty long March 12th. Okay. It was $2.29, so you could say this was half price. And you can make French toast, you can make cinnamon toast, all kinds of sandwiches. You can make hot meat sandwiches with potatoes and gravy. And then, now this was a great deal, $1.40. It was $3.99, so I saved 64.92 cents. So this is a pound cake, but it comes with the frosting. And this expires, you can say $3.25, but it was $3.31, so I have plenty of time. If it's a few days past the expiration date, I still buy it. Then I got a really fabulous deal on the eggs, you guys. $9.99 for 12 eggs. That's crazy. What do they want to do? Charge us $1 an egg? But you know, it's like meat. You know, we can get the meat marked down 50%, but eggs are another problem. I bought one yogurt. I like the yogurt from Ralph's. I like to make yogurt out of that. And then I went to look for produce. So, okay, I got 2 apples and 2 potatoes. So I thought maybe I'm going to bake the apples and make some twice baked potatoes or something. Maybe some potato soup. So that is what I bought. So, we might want to consider stocking up. So I do small stock ups, but we might want to stock up a lot. So so for lunch, I had a tuna sandwich, leftover pea salad from yesterday, and popcorn. I'm trading in my sugar. I buy big ones at Dollar Tree. Dinner, I'm having leftovers, cookies, and tea. I want to show you something. So you cook your food at home, and I got the food done pretty late. So what I did is I cut it in 3 portions, so 3 nice big portions. And so what I do is, like today I had the tuna because I had tuna left over, and I have 3 meals of this, and then this is the tuna bake, and then I have some salmon left over from the salmon bake. So 3 tips for buying the markdowns to avoid paying full price, low cost food, and finding the lowest price. So we're just being really cheap. Can I find this cheaper? Can I think of something really cheap? Okay, these casserole things are very cheap. Sometimes I have like bacon burgers, bacon on the bottom, hamburger, and bacon on the top, and I broil it. But it's not as cost effective as these casseroles. And then number 3, so markdowns, low cost food, lowest price, but the main thing for stockpiling is canned food. So what I've been doing, if you've been watching it, is one each week buy 8 items, 8 cans or 8 packages, and that is quite a bit of food. So every week you're buying, say, 8 extra cans. It's highly unlikely by the end of the month you're going to be running low on food. Not even bread, because you have your biscuit mix, you have your flour. But if you're new, do not despair, because you're going to learn this. So, okay, now, why should we do this? It's a mess. I'm sick of it. I don't want any leftovers. I don't want to do it. So we have more money for utilities, which are going to spike, for gasoline, which is going to spike, and for eggs. So it can be making the difference of having eggs or going without eggs. Or toilet paper. I mean, think about toilet paper. Toilet paper comes from paper pulp. Okay, so we have water, so we can make tea. We have food we bought in a cheap way, and we have shelter. So think about this. Think about water, food, and shelter. If these 3, if something happens, it's basically trying to kill you, because you cannot survive for long. Yeah, you can get out there and rough it. I mean, you should see them. They're driving them out of one area, so then they come to another. It's like they're just moving around. The condition of the people is awful. So it is very vital that we cut our costs now so that that is not us. You go, oh, that could never happen to me. I want to mention something I saw. It's senior women are moving to more exotic locations. They don't have that much money, but there are places in the U.S. you can live that are really cheap, like Pahrump, Nevada, like Kansas, like Indiana, those places. And, you know, I heard that there were some people living in France who can't take it because the utilities, there's been no heat. It's freezing cold there. So, you know, these cheap places that I just mentioned, don't move to Tijuana. That's a real bad idea. That was an idea, but I'm taking I'm taking that one back because I know someone who did it and the next door neighbor burned their house down. Like, ha ha ha, we don't want you living here. They don't have protective enough. No. So, but really, these cheap places, like $800 a month, can literally be cheaper than those senior living places. They decide what you're going to pay, and when you're going to the nursing home. That's the worst. So I always thought, you know, okay, well, I would live in my car. I mean, like, I always have to think of the worst. No, scrap that. You got to go to a cheap place. You have to find a decent dwelling with heat. Not so much air, but heat that's fairly safe. You know, I don't see moving to France or Germany. Just my opinion, if it could get bad over there. Some little lady. No. Okay, you guys, I will see you later. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. Bye-bye. Bye.